There is only a very small percentage of people who actually make it to their goals. Maybe they reach 10k per month in their business. Maybe they get A-star grades in their tests. And as a result of getting all these things, they lived the life they dreamed of forever for their entire lives. Just because they worked super hard for 2 years. They saw the miserable life every single person around them was taking, they were living. They see their parents working soul-crushing 9-to-5 jobs every single day. But why isn't that you? Why aren't you one of these people that have actually achieved their goals? Maybe you're progressing a bit, maybe you've been trying to reach your goals for the past few years, but nothing is working. And I'll tell you right now, the only reason you aren't where you want to be, the only reason you haven't achieved your goals yet, is because of your productivity. And maybe you're saying, nah, that's not me, my productivity is amazing, mate. But the thing is, if you actually had good productivity, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. And before I go into the reasons why this is true, and how you can actually drastically improve your productivity, I just want to tell you a quick story. You see, I'm in the car with my parents. We've just come home from this parents' evening thing. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like where your parents come into school to see how you're doing with like school and stuff, right? See like the grades you're doing, and the teachers, if they just don't think you're doing good, they just shout at you, and you know, it's a bit embarrassing. But anyway, we're driving back home and I'm just so tired. You know, it's after school. I want to just go and play video games like I usually do. But at this point, I was actually heavily into self-improvement. I was going to the gym every single day. I was trying to improve my grades. I was trying to work hard, right? And I remember one of my parents asked me what I want to do after I leave school. And I said to them, I don't want to go to university. I want to start my own business. Because at this point, I had seen how bad university is. I'd seen how bad the average life is for the average man. You know, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you feel sleep deprived, and you just go to bed, and you repeat it for 60, 70 years. And I could tell they weren't having it. And from that moment, I was so adamant that I was not going to university. I was not going to live the usual boring, miserable life most men live. And I remember as soon as I got home that day, I didn't go on video games like I usually did. I didn't even go to the gym. I didn't scroll. All I did was load up YouTube and look at all the different business models. Look at all the different ways to make money online. There's gotta be another way. There's gotta be another way than the usual path most people are suggesting. And that was when I discovered a business model called copywriting, which I do not do anymore, but I used to. And as soon as I saw this business model, I just thought, this is the one. I'm gonna do this for 6 months and I'm gonna be at 10k per month. I'm gonna free my family from modern day slavery. But there was a couple of problems that caused me to not make any progress during this period. Literally, in those 6 months, I did not land any clients. My skills were the exact same, and I kept on seeing everyone else win. I kept on seeing beginners who were starting 2 weeks prior literally land their first client. You see, the problem that caused me to not see any progress during this period is very simple, and all it was on productivity. I could not work for 5 minutes without getting distracted. I say to myself that I was working for 12 hours a day, when really I was only working for 5 minutes. 1 hour every single day. So of course I was not seeing any success, and obviously I'm feeling super demotivated. You know, I'm not seeing any success. I'm trying to work. I'm saying to myself, I'm working for 12 hours a day, but I'm not. But just after 1 month, I managed to land my first client. And this wasn't because of luck. This wasn't because of, you know, my skills. It was because I improved my productivity. I went from being able to focus for 5 minutes to being able to focus for 3 hours at a time, and actually working for 10 hours a day this time. Not just saying I am. You see, productivity is your only constraint in your life. If your productivity was up to par, you wouldn't be watching this video. You would have achieved all your goals already. There's tons of people who have the same goals as you, but they don't meet it ever in their life. Even if they stick to it for decades, they still don't reach the same goal, and that is simply because of their productivity. The only difference between you and the people you want to be like is your productivity. It's your inputs into your life, because literally it's cause and effect. If you simply put more inputs into your life, you'll get more outputs that you want. And if you do not know who I am, my name is Harry, and I help men save their productivity, get into a deep workflow for 4 to 6 hours a day, just like I did with my own life, and get way closer towards their goals. So if you have the goals of business, if you have the goals of improving your grades, and you're seeing everyone else win but not you because of your productivity, and you want to get into a deep workflow for 4 to 6 hours a day, just like I have, click the first link in the description and we can talk about it, alright? Because let's just be honest with ourselves. You say you're working for 12 hours a day, but really are you? Be honest, is this actually focused work? Because I guarantee it isn't. Most people say they're working super hard when they're not even reaching 10% of their true potential. And this is living proof in the story I just told you. As soon as I improved my productivity, I got what I wanted. I managed to get closer towards my goals, even though I was failing so hard before that. So if you take anything from this video, please just realize that the only reason you are not where you want to be is because of your productivity. The universe will give you what you want if you simply put in the work. And I know that sounds really corny, but it's true. The biggest changes I made in this period from being super unproductive to being able to focus for 3 hours at a time and actually get closer towards my goals. It's changing my beliefs to think that work is fun. Because I'll tell you right now, you probably believe scrolling, eating junk food, you know, the bad habits in your life that you know are bad but you still do them, are fun, they're enjoyable. But what I want you to do the next time you actually do these things, I want you to set up a camera in the corner of your room, recording yourself doing the action, and count how many times you actually smile. How many times you smile while you're scrolling? Maybe once. These actions are not fun, they're simply addictions. You're addicted to the things you think are fun. One of the biggest changes I made to my productivity is cutting all of that out and living my life, you know, spending time in nature, reading books, going to the gym, doing what you're meant to be doing. And as soon as I made that change, the work felt so much more fun. It was the most stimulating thing in my day. So I could do it for hours, I could do it for 10 hours. And that is literally, if you just do this, this is how you improve your productivity. It's how I've done it. And if you find yourself just like always struggling to stay productive, I guarantee if you try that, it will change your life. And you know, you can click off if you want, and you can go back to your YouTube scrolling, you can go and play video games again even though you said you were going to work. But the thing is, most people don't understand that it's getting harder and harder to stay productive. It's getting harder and harder not to procrastinate, not to stay disciplined in a day. You see all the Silicon Valley nerds, the big tech corporations like TikTok and, you know, Instagram, all these corporations are stealing your focus. They're finding new psychological ways to hook you in and get you distracted from your goals. And I'll tell you this is the one reason why I saw no results. This is one reason why every single day I would just wake up living the same average life, boring life, miserable life. But the main premise of this video is, if you improve your productivity, you will win. It's a foregone conclusion, because the exact same thing happened to me, and I'm just a random teenager, man. And if you want to shortcut this process and reach your goals 10 times faster, get into a deep workflow for 4 to 6 hours a day, click the first link below. Goodbye, have a nice day. You're gonna get one in the face again. But just before I elbow you, I just want to say I really hope you enjoyed this video. You need to improve your productivity if you want to reach your goals. It's a harsh reality, but it's something you need to hear. Goodbye, have a nice day. Whoa.